Hi everybody, it's Jeff Adler and I'm going to give you an update. Now I figured on video might help. It's been 8 weeks ago today that I had my surgery for my diagnosis of head, neck, and tongue cancer. That surgery was called a radical neck dissection, where they actually cut my neck wide open all the way through, almost like the original Colombian necktie, so that they could separate and lift the skin and get into the areas that they needed to work on. They also needed to take a portion of my tongue out, about the size of your thumb, one side. They took that out. They took salival glands out. They took the part of the floor of my mouth out. It was incredible. I was in the hospital for 7 days, intensive care for 4 days. They took saliva glands out. When they got into the surgery in my neck, it was only supposed to be on one side, the lymph nodes that were affected. But they determined after they did that and they took the affected lymph nodes out, they got into the other side. The cancer had wrapped around my jugular vein drain and more lymph nodes on that side. Also, they had to cut into one of the nerves in my neck or face or whatever, I don't know. But it also affects this whole side of my face is numb now. Probably will be for a year, they said. It will start to grow back. You might notice that I'm trying to draw some saliva from one side of my face to the other. It's awful dry in there. So the surgery went very well. It was very successful. However, we're now in the treatment stage of that head, neck, and tongue cancer. I'm undergoing radiation. It started about a week and a half ago. I go 5 days a week. I get Saturdays and Sundays off. And that's going to go on through the end of July. Some of the side effects from that radiation, there'll be some very intense burning in the radiated areas, really from just below my nose down onto my chest. So about this much in my chest will come through like a very bad sunburn, blistering. There's muscle fatigue already that I'm feeling. There'll be some hair loss because the radiation kills that stuff too. I'll lose hair on my face, so I might shave for a while. Back of my head, I'll lose a bunch of hair. Not that I'm not losing it already, but it's kind of forcing it to speed it up a little bit. One of the things that will happen is that burning actually starts. It starts and works its way from inside my mouth, from inside my throat, and works its way out, and then exposes it on its skin. That will again swell my tongue up, and it does become very painful from what I understand, from what they're warning me. But it will also swell my throat shut again, like when I was in surgery. So while I was in surgery, before I left, they installed a feeding tube that I'll show you in just a second, which I'm thankful for, because now I don't have to go back into the hospital to get it done. They did it while I was in there. And so I've already started feeding myself this protein that they prescribe to you. The doctor prescribes it to you because I'm going to be eating through my mouth for 6 to 8 weeks once that swelling starts. So I'm getting used to feeding myself through the tube. I'll give you an idea. This is the food somewhere. Oh, right there. That's the cans of food. Right now I'm on 1 a day. There'll be 6 cans a day that I'll be taking. This is the 60 milliliter syringe. It's a big one. And so all that will happen. There's 4 of these big syringes in a can. And I'll be doing 4 of those cans, 6 of those cans a day now for 6 or 8 weeks. Here's the unfortunate thing, and here's why I keep putting it on for my GoFundMe page. It's not covered by insurance. So all that's going to be out of pocket for the next 6 or 8 weeks. Plus I won't be working. And I really, from the bottom of my heart, thank everybody for their donations and passing my story along to your friends. You might not even know that some of your friends have donated to me. And when I respond to them and say, who sent you? They'll tell me, and I've contacted some of you to thank you for sending them. It's really pretty funny how to feed yourself. This is the feeding tube. You have to squeeze it and then open it up. If you let it go, all of your stomach contents will come out. So, whoops, just like that. So it's not real pretty. Anyway, oh, come on. Once I get it in there. But then all you do is you just start slowly pushing it down in there. You've got to have a great imagination when it comes to eating this stuff. I think today I'm having a ribeye steak, medium rare, nice baked potato with some butter and sour cream. I'm probably going to end up having a Bug Light with it, and then that's all in this tube. But again, that's just if I have a good imagination. You cannot taste any of this stuff. It's just very tedious. It is somewhat embarrassing when you're sitting in the lunchroom at work, and that's just one tube. Now I got 3 more to go until I start going with the 6 cans. Then I have 24 of those tubes a day to stuff into my stomach to keep me healthy. So that's really going to be our routine for the next 6 or 8 weeks. I sure love everybody. Thanks for all your support. I would just ask that if you haven't donated, please consider. I don't care if it's $1, $20, $50. I'm not even halfway to our goal. And that's going to help support us during my 6 or 8 weeks when I have no income and I'm paying all of our money out of our pocket for this out-of-pocket insurance stuff. I really do appreciate it. It's really important that you share it with your friends and maybe give a little story of how we know each other, and so that they can have the confidence to make their donation. I love each and every one of you, and we're going to get through this. I've got a great family team behind me, and I just love you and thank you so much. Please go to my GoFundMe page, which it's going to be at the bottom of this video somewhere, but also it's www.gofundme/JeffCancerFund. Whatever. You'll find it. Tell your friends to Facebook me, and I'll accept them as a friend so they can keep up with the updates that I'm putting on Facebook. Thanks so much for your time. I love you. Please find it in your heart to make some kind of donation right away. Thank you.